If you don't have the book, go get it on Amazon or in Nigeria somewhere. Okada Books. Okay, let's read that scripture in Timothy again. Let them abuse me very well on the comment. Oh. I'm used to it already.
They say they are not. They are getting the word.
Okay.
They are understanding.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. Some are lashing out at me. Yeah.
2 Timothy 2:15.
2 Timothy
2:15.
Okay.
Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
You see? That's what we're supposed to be. Go ahead, please.
Next. Mere mortals don't normally have time to build themselves up as necessary.
You see? That's why you needed that prison for yourself. Your own prison. Your own fortress. Your own tower to build up yourself. Okay?
Mere mortals usually study to get a job.
My whole country is like that. People study to get a job. In school. Not for themselves. Not to develop themselves.
Mere mortals connect education to school, universities, and institutions of learning, and to certificates. Next.
Can you believe it?
Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Maximize yourself, yeah.
The impact you make on the world has a direct relation to what you have been able to build up in yourself.
You see? Everything depends on what you have built inside. It is the strength that you have built from inside that comes out. Your inner strength determines your outward result and impact. Yep.
Mere mortals want to be the best so that they can get a better job.
My people, they recognize themselves here. Oh.
So that they can get a better job, better payment, better employment, and better living conditions.
That's it. That's what mere mortals do. Yes.
Mere mortals always find themselves helpless in the face of daunting circumstances because they are not adequately prepared for them.
Why do you doubt? Why are you afraid? Because you have not prepared yourself enough. Yep.
Mere mortals are afraid of being in the limelight because they are concerned about their safety.
You see?
Mere mortals are...
Fear is what is ruling and guiding them all the time.
Yes. Mere mortals are worried about their reputation. Mere mortals don't want to be soiled by public opinion.
Yep.
Next. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn.
Yep.
Personalities. Personalities have an unquenchable desire to be the best.
You see? But not to get a job, oh. And not to get better salary, oh. But to better serve God and man. Because, for example, when I'm sure they will not be angry with me. You know Pastor Sufficient, right? Dr. Sufficient. He's a medical doctor, but when she just came to work with me here, and that's why it's a good thing sometimes to be able to have opportunity to work and do internship at least with people who are making things happen. Don't just rely on whatever they give you in school. Because because she was always the best in school. Education was not a big deal for her. She was always the best. But when she came here to work with me, I said, did you go to... Frankly speaking, this was not even to embarrass her. This was true. I thought she never went to high school. I said, did you go to secondary school? Is it true? For sure. Did you do it? Is it true? He said, Pastor, what a kind of question. How can I not go to secondary school and I finish medical? Because for me, because I thought I didn't go to secondary school because I went to Idomila. And Idomila comprehensive. In fact, before comprehensive, it was Idomila community. Because in that Idomila comprehensive that I went to, there was no library. I never saw library in my life until I came here. And I never talk less on laboratory. If I never saw library, talk what is laboratory. It never existed. I never knew how laboratory looks like. Or library. I never had a teacher for physics or for chemistry or for, nothing. So but I still made it and got a scholarship out of the country and still became the best. And so I didn't even study anything. I never even spoke English before I left Nigeria. In Indomila, I never spoke English. With who? With who? Where you go talk? Who you go talk to?
Was it broken?
Even broken was a foreign language.
Because Yoruba now.
Ijebu and Yoruba. So, but how is it that me, who never even spoke English before, and I understood these things, they were not even understanding. I knew them. Because I never spoke, but I was listening. I could read. So I knew these things. As low as I thought I was, these things were elementary. Even without me going to school, I knew them. Without library or anything. And these ones were now finishing university, they didn't know them. What kind of school? There is no way you could have gone to school. They said we went now. Then Joshua came, another one here, one of my assistants. He's one of my assistants here. He's a man, Joshua. So he came. Then I said, you two went to school? He said, no, I struggle in school. I said, okay. At least you are talking the truth. Because the way I'm seeing you don't even need to talk before. I know that you don't have anything. You are at school, you are not friends at all. He gave up immediately. So he lessened his own sorrow. Because that is how Nigerian schools now are. Yes. They make you go to school just to pass exams and to get a diploma. So then I discovered that these ones are even the best ones because then people started coming. It was when other people started coming that I said, just sufficient. I said, you are a hero. So now Sufficient and Joshua now began to teach others. They were now the teachers. And then people were coming from England, from America. It's just like these ones that are sitting here. Mayowa, for example. The day I was dictating some things to Mayowa to write. I was dictating to two of them. Mayowa was one, another one was from America, was Caroline. So just one list, one page. One page, what is it? One page? Yeah. Yeah, so not 10, 20 pages, not one page. Maybe half page. One was trained in England, one was trained in America. Right to, it's a problem, it's a crisis. To get them to write. So I said, Mayowa, you say you are arrived from London. Show me your passport.
Maybe she's from Indomila.
Even in Domina, when I was even in Domina, I never wrote like this. In Domina, I never spoke English, but this one, even these mistakes, I never made them in Domina. So how will you understand that kind of thing? And then the Shoruke lady, younger, she's smart. I've listened to her. She's smart. And then I know that she won presidential. That's what they told me. She was in the presidential something results. You know, one of the top 1% best students in high school. They have presidential program, whatever. So she was from the presidential something. So after presidential, me I have to sit down and everything. What was this? Catastrophe don't arrive. They are not from the Domina, and the Domina boy is sitting down to correct all of them. I think they should have said that to Domina rather than telling them to London and to Los Angeles. And because people are just studying to give exams and to get a job. But I'm even more disappointed because these people are Christians. How then do they want to win the world for Christ? How do they want to control the world for God? How do they want to influence? How do they want to be in charge of the world? How do they want to manage the earth for God? I mean, these are not even standard. I'm not even requesting anything. These will not even work. Nothing challenging at all, elementary. I'm not saying you should write a book in a week. I write a book in 5 days. This kind of book, 400 pages. Check the size. 5 days. I say half page. Maybe 1 page. Not be 400 pages. At a seat, I write 20,000 words. That is like a book. You know those charismatics, they come with some pamphlet like that and say it's a book. You know what those people are selling in their churches? Copeland, Dollar, or those things. They go, just want 30 pages or something like that. Something like that. And they are selling books. And people are buying them. And they are calling them books. That's why everybody became lazy. That's why nobody is reading books. So when they now see my own book of 300 pages, they say, God have mercy. Study to show thyself
approved.
Shineke. Ravel is wondering, what is Shineke? It means, oh my God.
No, I know what that is.
You want okay. Yeah, I say it all the time. That's the only one I know in Igbo, so I have to practice. Was that something?
No, I was just going to confess to Mom that I threw mine away before I came here.
You threw what away?
I threw those little books that you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm not embarrassment.
Yes.
Those little books, why did you buy them?
Oh, okay. After my what I said that day about the church that I used to go to, I discovered that I still had this material, but I didn't realize they were just lying down. So I was like, okay, I'm going to Cave Crane, so I don't want to come back to all this rubbish. So I just took all the CDs that I had and the books, and I just
all those little books.
Yep, and then I just put them in the bin. Yep.
Yeah. It's a pity. I mean, what people call books. I remember when I was growing up as a Christian, I used to see those forms of kind of taking books, 30 page, 20 page. I used to think they were books, so 70 page. I used to say, 70 page, that is big. And you think you have read. That's why we could be brainwashed like that. Because you are reading 30 page, 30 page book. You are not doing any serious study. No intellectual curiosity. Your mind has been made to be dull. If there is no intellectual curiosity, there will be no intellectual capacity. That's why I'm writing more than some people are reading. Faster than some people are reading. They cannot even catch. I'm writing faster than they can even read. That's why I'm saying, if I'm saying I'm reading a book in a day now, that is my greatest gift this year, one book a day. I think you should, all of you who are saying you are not able to read my books, I think you should challenge yourself. At least once a month. At least one book a month. People like Bill Gates and all that, they are reading 50 books a year. At least maybe you will read 12 books a year. If not 300 books a year, but at least 12. Okay, here we go.
Personalities. Personalities have an unquenchable desire to be the best.
You see? Not to get a job, but to be the best for God and for people. Go ahead.
Personalities want to be the best in order to serve the best and sacrifice the best.
You see? Not to enjoy the best, though, but sacrifice the best. Okay?
Personalities strive to be powerful and influential in order to be able to help others.
Not to be able to enjoy your powerful and influential, not to sit in the office or in the air conditioner, but powerful and influential to be able to help, to be able to serve, help others. But in my country, everybody wants to be powerful and influential so that they will be served, so that they will sit in the office, so that they will be in the aircon, and other people will just be running about them. I mean, everything is swapped value system, upside down. And nobody is challenging this value system. Even parents tell their children that go and become the best in the school so that you get a good salary, so that you get a good position. They are not telling them, no, go and become the best so that you will serve the best. So that you will sacrifice the best. Because those who want to be the first must be the last in this kingdom. Those who want to be the greatest must be the slave of all. That is how life works. Those who serve the best are the ones who become the head. Those who sacrifice the best are the ones who rule. Not those who want to enjoy. These are the truths about life. All those other things are synthetic truth, not truth. Okay?
Personalities know their lives are given only as a service to humanity.
You see? Their lives are not given so that humanity will serve them. But their lives are given as a service to humanity. They get their delight in sacrificing for others. They get their delight in giving to others, not in receiving. They get their delight and joy in being spent. They want to be spent. It was Benita who asked me the question. Do you take vacation at all? What do you do in vacation? I thought I should just pity her and ask me that question. Because my vacation is to be able to be more productive than I'm productive on normal days. That's what vacation is for. Oh. Extended solitude. But I decided to have mercy on her, so I gave her a diplomatic answer. No, I just decided to confess before she goes back. What? What was it? Okay, here we go. Who is the next one?
You are essentially who you create yourself to be, and all that occurs in your life is a result of your own making.
Yep.
Stephen Richards. Next.
Yep. Only Tony wanted to take a picture.
Okay. How have you been?
They didn't give her a chance. So. Okay, go ahead.
How have you been in regards to arming yourself for exploits? God is awaiting your response. Would you become a personality that pleases and gladdens his heart or not?
That's a question to all of us. Keep on going.
Quality number 10. Sorry. Quality number 9.
Even the German machine can beat it.
Quality number 9. Personalities are people of core value systems. Next. Personalities. Personalities are people who have taken their time to form in themselves concrete value based on core of their characters.
Value-based core.
Value-based core of their characters.
So their character is formed out of values. They worked on themselves so much that their character is not just what they say they are born with. Or I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. They are taking their time to say these are the character values that I need and I want to make. And they based and formed their character based on the values they have selected. You know, that's why personalities have a time when they do an inventory of who they are, but what are the things they are strong in, where are the things they are weak in, and what are the things they need to become the perfect person they need to become. So on the basis of those best qualities that they need to become the best version of themselves, they go and gather them and then intentionally develop and form their character based on those virtues. Not just accept themselves, this, you know, who I am. No, none of us is who we are. Let's say, let me use you as an example before you go to sleep on me. Yeah, I will help you. By the time you start with me 5 minutes, you wake up. Okay, so so what is happening is, let's take Grace for example. Grace that you are seeing now, and grace that Grace knows, is not the grace. How could I say this so that I'm not sure if you'll not be angry.
I'm fine. I know it's surgery, I'll be fine.
Okay. After that surgery, you will surely be okay. You will surely be awake. You will surely be awake when I'm through. So this grace that we see now, and this grace that Grace knows, you know, is not the grace, the ultimate grace. It's not the grace that God is saying. Same with all of you. Let me prove that to you. The grace that God is saying is the grace that Grace will create out of consciously through understanding of the picture of herself she sees in God. The grace that God sees is in the mind of God still. She has to challenge herself to see that picture of grace that God sees. And then she has to intentionally, what is it synonym to intentionally? Consciously download those virtues that God sees, that picture of grace that God sees, and then walk on imbibing and inculcating those virtues and creating the future grace, the ultimate grace, as God says her. What I mean is this. Let's say Grace was born in Nigeria, and then she lived around a certain people. Just like you, all of you. All of us were born, I was born in the Domela, lived there, and all of us lived in our own place. And who you are today is not who God made you to be. In the spirit, you are who God made you to be. But in functionality, you are not. You are only a subtotal of the environment you grew up in. You are, right now, you are a subtotal of your parents, your guardians, people who you went to school with, people who lived in your vicinity, in your culture, in your country, people who influence you, people you learn from. You are just a bunch of all these things, a mixture of all these things. But those people who contributed that to you, they didn't see what God was saying concerning you. Then they had a picture of you by God, as God was saying. They don't care. They are just living their own life. And you just copy what you see. So let's now say Grace was born to the same parents, same husband and wife, father and mother, but she was born not in that country, Nigeria, but she was born, let's say, in Germany or in the United States. But same blood in her, same DNA. So let's say you are born in the United States or in Sweden or in Germany, and you grew up there, but you are still bearing the same name, the same DNA, the same look. Can you people tell me, will she be different from the Grace we are seeing today or not?
She'll be different.
Huh?
She'll be different.
Huh?
Definitely.
Definitely?
Yes.
Why?
Because the environment.
No, what will be different about her? Will her accent be different?
Yes.
Absolutely?
Yes.
Will her mannerism be different?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
She'll be taller.
No, not even physical.
She will even be taller because she will eat
Yeah,
better.
but I'm not interested in that. But will her content, her mannerism,
Content,
Yes.
what about her worldview?
It'll be different. Everything will be different.
But she will still be Grace now.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
But she will still have the same DNA in her now.
Yes.
But she will not be the same person we are saying. Our worldview will be different. Our value system will be different. Our behavior will be different.
Yeah.
Our paradigm will be different.
Yeah.
Our decisions will be different.
Definitely.
Now, would that be the correct one? Correct Grace? No, also. So that is just an example to you that neither the Grace, the Nigerian version, or the German version will be correct. I'm just using that as an example to you. Because if she had been American version, she would also be different from the German version. So which one is correct?
No.
Ah! Of course, none of them. So which one is the correct version?
The one that
Wait.
Now you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
That is why everybody must create himself and give birth to himself consciously for you to really live and to really correspond with how God is saying.
That's it.
That's why everybody must stop at a point and say, okay, this is how I see myself. Where are my weak points here? 5 points. 5 or 10 vices. Strength here. Then how does I see God? Who is God? Who is Christ? What are the virtues and characteristics that I see in God and Christ that are weak in me or are upset in me? How does he behave that I don't behave? So and I make a list of the things that are okay in me things that are absent, things that are not yet okay, things that I need to work on and develop. And then I study other personalities that, I inspire me like that. So I create an ideal list of characteristics, of virtues that I see God in, that I see the perfection of God in. Then I begin to work on them one by one to correspond to all those virtues. That is creating me, my own self according to God, by God. For example, in my own case, naturally, having been born in the Domina, I'm naturally a timid person. So this Sunday you are seeing now, this is not me. Nobody, in fact, that's why my class, do you remember? But I was hiding. I was hiding in the corner when we met. She had to come and give me life because I was not like that. So, but I had to get to a point in my life where I needed to create myself according to God. Don't just remain where life has put you. So that's just one point. I needed to create. Okay. Now number 2 thing is that I was not laughing. I was always quiet. I was always intimidated. So, but later on I discovered that for me to really be the fullness of what God wants me to be, I must, because I used to be introvert. So I discovered that no, for me to be where I need to be, where I'm going, I need to be extrovert. But introvert, I still have it. That is why I said I would rather, if you want me to be in my comfort zone, lock me up with, just by myself with books. That is my introvert part. But I still use that to build strength. But to function, I make myself extrovert. To deliver the best of myself. I don't know if you understand. So there are some things that come out of me naturally, but there are some things that I have to build. And I can continue like that. For example, I used to be very thin. We need to finish?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't say it on time now. I forgot. No, you have to say it right there. I used to be very thin. Then I discovered, like this guy, maybe smaller than him. Yeah? I was smaller than him, right?
Yeah, he's bigger.
He is bigger. Yes, I was smaller than him. And thinner, yeah. So I used to, but then I saw that people who command respect, they are not the smallish ones. Even me, I didn't respect myself. So I decided to change it. Because how can you say you are a boy? There is no chest, no muscle, nothing. Just some skin and some little bones. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I needed to do something about it. So I needed to carry some metal. I don't know who continue later.